morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy full moon, everybody. What a beautiful day to be alive and be on this planet. So today I'll be talking about breaking free and that part of you that you have been keeping in hide or in a jail stance in a way, and what that really means, and just working through it. So let's begin this full moon day just with honoring where you are. At times we can forget, we can forget where you come from. We can forget everything that you've gone through. We can forget all the challenges that you have gone through, and that you're here, and that you are here. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Happy full moon. May you celebrate yourself today. May you let go of many things that are not serving you, that in a way served you for a long time or an extended amount of time, and now it's time to just be. Celebrate you and you and you. So, hi Renee, good morning. So today, as I was saying, happy full moon by the way. As I was saying, we're talking about breaking free, the part of you, and if we want to zoom out, the part of us, okay, the part of us that we continuously hide, that we are ashamed of, we feel guilty, or whatever it is, okay? And so today's a very special day. Full moons are really days of celebration. A celebration of you, of your journey, of everything that you're going through, and that you have gone through as well. It really is a celebration. So let's begin to celebrate with this beautiful being. Honestly, this amazing ball is just really wants to be around. Whenever I do a live video, it's like, hey, can I come on? Of course. So just receive, just feel the vibrations, the sun current. This one is specifically for the throat. And allow the throat to soften. Soften the throat, your tongue, your jaw. And let it speak. Let it speak. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And see how it feels, the change, the shift of energy. It's more gentle. It's like there's not so much tension. If you feel it, if you were feeling a little tight before. And as these vibrations continue to root into your system, into your organism, then it relaxes it more. Because there's a part of this, right? This is a being, a really beautiful, alive being, very powerful being, that is helping you to recognize something within yourself, specifically, again, the throat. But because everything is connected, as the throat relaxes more, it begins to open up more the channels for everything else, right? The heart, the third eye, and all around, really, all around. Interconnecting everything within you. So thank you for that. And now, so going back into really talking about this topic, you can feel very sensitive for some, because we all go through our shit. Let's be honest, we all go through our shit. There's parts of me that before I'll be I can't even believe that happened, I can't believe I did that. Or I'm sure that you've felt the same way. And there's parts that it's almost like, I'm going to keep this in hiding. I'm going to keep this to the side, because if I let this show up, how will people see me? Like the story in the heads, we already assume that something's going to happen. Hi, Peter. That something's going to happen, One of the 4 agreements, right? Don't make assumptions. But we're very good at making assumptions. And this is this is when you begin to use the 4 agreements, right? You begin to realize that that is just a condition, that as you break through that, then something can be birthed through you. And that something is a shadow aspect of you. Because again, I love to see different parts of me, and this helps a lot too. I love to see different parts of me as just like little inner childs. Because, there's inner child work. I mean, of course, it's super real and it could be very challenging at times. But what happens is that, it's something that became so like trendy, so trendy. And so it's easier to like tune in with that kind of aspect, right? With kind of perspective, because it's already out there. And if you really begin to see every little parts of you that are wounded, hello, sister. Every little part that is wounded with you, as a really like a little child that just wants to feel loved, feel accepted, then it's a little easier. Because when we're really talking and imagining, like children, that they're so innocent, right? We don't really think about adults being innocent, which is so silly for me, because we can also be innocent. We're still that child that it was inside, the child that was wounded, whether it was in this childhood of this existence or in other ones, whatever it was, there's still a children within ourselves. And again, it's like you can see if there's like little tiny of you that make the bigger part of you. And so if one part is wounded and you just like, in a way, put it to jail, and when it wants to come through, you're just too scared to look at it, because it comes from fear, it comes from fear that actually comes from the fear of loving yourself, of fully accepting you, tuning in into your own power. And this is something so contradictory in our journey. Because of course we want to feel empowered. Of course we want to tune in into our powers and just be ourselves. But there's that thing, right? That is like, oh, I'm too scared for my powers. I'm too scared of my ability to do whatever it is that you came here to do, whatever it is that you are, because you are it, right? So we're very good at putting that wall and just say like, you stay there, and then creating again the assumption that if you let that part of you come through, then your parents or your family or whatever are just gonna look at you really badly and not accept you, and you will be kicked out of your community or whatever it is, because assumptions are really small and they become this ginormous story, and we believe it. We believe it. This is why I love the 4 agreements. I actually have them written like right above, to keep that reminder, because I used to be, again, so good at something. And at times I still catch myself, I'm not perfect. I'm still in this journey with you, and I'm still learning every single day. I just try my best. Again, part of the 4 agreements. So now, especially, during this big shift of consciousness, there is this big push from life force energy, from our creator, goddess, and the god. They are really helping us to cleanse so much. And so what happens behind the scenes is that this love for ourselves, that of course we are it too, this love is just nurturing these aspects of you that were in the dark. They're just like, like holding them like babies, and they're saying, it's okay, you're safe. This is what is happening to the dark aspects of yourself that you just pushed to the side. And it could be like something that you just did last week, or that you've been doing this for years and maybe you don't even remember. So this is what is always happening behind the scenes, right? Because there's so much love that drives everything. So of course that energy is not going to point fingers and say you were a bad kid or all these things. It's just going to hold you. Like again, like your mom, like your dad when you were a kid, or when you hold your children, or even animals, So it's just holding there, this like wounded part of you, just nurturing. You're saying like, you're okay, you're okay, you got this. We're just in a way like tagging with like your bigger aspects, your current consciousness, your personal consciousness, and it's preparing itself to actually turn around, look at you, and accept you. Because this is fascinating, and this is why I love energetics, you guys, because there's so much that happens that at times we are not aware, but of course we can tune in into that because it's us, you know? So like, how are we thinking that nothing has our back? When like this life force energy, this love, the creator, again, the great mother, the great father, is always holding us. And again, especially those parts of you that are just like really hurt, you know? So there's this like little preparation phase. I really like to call it like a cocoon, you know, this cocoon phase of like life force energy, this loving energy, again, the creator, whatever you call it, you know, I like to call it God. God just like nurturing those aspects of you because it's making it stronger. It's making it believe, or not believe, but like tune in into that part of your current consciousness that it says like he loves you, you know. It's just right now is not the time to look at you because it's just gonna push you away. And it's not that like this wounded aspects of you don't understand. It's not like they're like literally children here, you know. Although children do understand, it's full unconsciousness that it just has like a little curtain in a way, or a cloud that is not allowing it to see things fully. So this is why the mother and the father are just embracing it and is saying just like, you know, like, let me explain what's happening. And while I'm here holding you and you're crying and you're angry and having anxiety, whatever, and I'm explaining these things, this aspect of yourself, you know, it's also releasing, it's also tuning in into different parts of itself. So then the channel from you, the wounded aspect, right, through the current consciousness can actually be cleansed, and then it could super duper connect even more. And then that aspect of you can hold you. And it's no longer, in a way, because it still is, it's no longer the great father and the great mother nurturing this aspect, but it's you. It is you. So whenever there's all these things that are going on, you know, like that intensity that is like, because it happens, you know, we go through these waves, right? And when we reach the really like bottom part, it's like, oh my God, this is so freaking intense. Like, what do? I don't even want to look at this. My emotions are too much. You know, there's the tendency, right? Because we like to be comfortable. But of course, growth happens in the bottom waves of the bottom parts of the waves, right? So it is in this part, you know, it's in that part that if you really just say like, okay, I'm going to stay with my breath and I'm going to allow the same energy, right? The great mother, the great father, the universe, God, whatever you call it, I'm going to allow the same energy to merge with me consciously through my breath so that I'm staying more present. And then I don't label this transition, the sensations, as something bad, something good, something horrible, and I'm just staying here and I give myself permission to feel my emotions. And in that particular moment is when the doors happen, or what I call portals, you know, the portal from your current consciousness to the little wounded aspect of yourself open up and it begins to merge. You know, this is why whenever we're doing shadow work, whichever part it is that we do all of it, because it could be inner child, it could be these parts with like the mother and the father, it's just like, you know, it's almost like endless in a way. And so like it really just like whenever you are into that space, you know, you can feel it so deeply. You feel it so deeply, and then it's almost like you travel to feel the emotions when you were a kid. And you allow yourself to feel it, because as that portal is opening up and the connection is strengthening, then this wounded aspect of yourself has the ability to release through you, through the personal consciousness right now, right here, right now. And so all the emotions that they ever felt, all the emotions that like put it aside and they said you're worthless, or like you're not good enough, or you're fat, or like you're not funny enough, whatever it is that made them go like this, it can release through you. And this is why you feel it so deeply, especially, of course, it's because of you, but especially if it's been there for so many years. Could you imagine the tension of so many years, right? Like the tension that has been building up and building up and building up, and it just wants to come out. It said, nope, stay that way. But it's like there's always that part that says like, let me be free, let me be free. And you're like, nope, and it continues to do that until, it could explode, because at times that's how it happens with releases too. It explodes because the tension just was too much, But when it's done from that part of unconditional love, and you're really doing it consciously, you just open up that space. And again, it's like you're here with the current consciousness, but because we're now separate from the divine aspects of life, from, again, life force energy, you also become that one that is nurturing. And as these two parts are merging, because this is what I almost said it in Spanish. This is what integration is, This is what integration is. You are becoming the mother and the father, nurturing this aspect. You're still this part of you that is able to now turn around and see that part, and see that it just wants to speak, it wants to be loved, and it wants to be accepted. And so you're still that aspect that was wounded. And so all of it merges, becoming the integration part. So then you're not separate. And then again, it's not that you were ever separate, but this happens in our head, this happens in our system to believe that we were separate. And that is when like the healing happens, and you're like, wow, that was intense, but that was pretty cool. So like this is what's happening at all times, at all times. And of course, like the more that you push that away, and give yourself some credit. First of all, give yourself some credit, because this is not an easy work. And the reason why it's not very easy is because we have been conditioned to put those energies aside, like grief, sadness, like anger, like for example, I grew up not really showing up my emotions. They are labeled as bad. It's like, you just show your happiness, and everything else is just like you fake it. That thing, fake it till you make it. I used that before, but then like to me now that doesn't make any sense. Maybe for you it does, and that's great, And so then I was able to put an amazing facade, letting others believe that I was happy. And inside, what was I doing inside? I was pushing those aspects aside, and I was creating really thick energetic walls to be like, nope, you stay that way, you stay that way. And the moment that they just exploded, what happened? Well, I went through a really super massive depression where I was trying to kill myself for almost a year, like a year straight. I have so much compassion for anybody that has gone through that, because I know there's many people that have gone for longer extended periods of time of that. But because I didn't even know how to deal with like billions of aspects that I had pushed to the side, to any side, to the back, to like literally, and just created this fortress around my being, because I didn't feel safe to feel those, because I had, again, made those assumptions in my head that people were not going to accept me if they knew about these aspects of me. And again, making assumptions, it already creates a story, creates a reality within yourself, and it pushes aside what is really true for you, your true identity, Again, part of the 4 agreements, don't make assumptions. But it's quite challenging at times. It doesn't mean that it's not doable, because it's a massive code in the human system. And again, if one has it, we all feel it, It's not like I have like my life is butterflies and rainbows all the time. I just choose to see life through different eyes, I choose to see life whenever is the most challenging for me. I give so much gratitude for that, because I know I'm integrating something, because I know I have the courage now at that moment in time to turn around and look at those aspects that I had pushed to the side. And this is what you're doing too, This is what you're doing as well. So again, give yourself some credit that you're in this journey. Really celebrate you. Celebrate you. We're so good at celebrating other people. you know, celebrating other people's success, or like they're getting engaged or married, or they have a new boyfriend. And what about you? I mean, celebrate that you wake up every single day. Like, we don't know at times when we're gonna go. I mean, unless you have that, you know, sight, you know, the feeling. But it's like, it just can happen, you know? Maybe tomorrow you don't wake up. Maybe tomorrow somebody else has to wake up. Hopefully that doesn't happen in your life. But the point is that this is how it happens. And so why not celebrate you for everything that you've gone through? Like, especially if you had such a like intense upbringing, and you had to release so many things from your family lineage, that it was you, the one that was chosen. Get this, it was you, the one that was chosen to break that in your family lineage by your ancestors, because they knew that you were going to have the power within yourself to do so. How powerful is this? Can we just repeat this? Because I was like, whoa. It was you, the one that was chosen by your ancestors to break all those codes in your family. And even the ball is speaking, you know? It was you. Because they knew your strength, they knew your power. They knew that you were capable of doing that, and you accepted it because you said, I can, because you said, yes, I can do it. I got this. You know, it's not like you were like, let me think about this. That feels a little funky. I don't know. You were like, heck yes, I know I can. Because in those other realms, like, there is no doubt, you know? There is just like, yeah, absolutely. Life can do anything. I am life. I can do it. And you acted from the space of unconditional love for you and others. And it's as you're breaking those codes, and even if you don't believe that you've been breaking them, just by doing your inner work, you have been doing that for so long. But just by you doing that in your lineage, you're doing it for all of us. You know, so like, that's a celebration. Come on, that's a celebration. And being that it's a full moon, celebrate that. Celebrate that you're still here. Celebrate that you're still breathing. Celebrate that there's amazing people in your life. They were able to see you. They were able to see you even when you couldn't see yourself. Even when you were so low and you couldn't even believe in yourself. There was like at least one person that told you, I see you. There's one of like my amazing sisters in Las Vegas. The when I was not really knowing what I was doing, but in a way I was. When I left all my life behind of Las Vegas, I was having dinner with like very close friends, including my ex at the time. She grabbed me from my shoulders. And she said, I see you, sister. I see you, just continue. I felt it, it freaked me out, and I didn't even know what she meant until years later. And I go back to that moment and I thank her so much, because I'm like, holy shit, you saw me. You saw me when I was so confused and I was just following my heart. I didn't even know what I was doing, but I was just following it. And now I'm here. But like, I go back into that memory and I thank her almost every time that I talk to her and I see her. Because those are the people that make a difference in your life. They don't look at your mistakes. You know, there's not really mistakes. It's just learning possibilities. They don't look at those things. They look at you and they see you and they love everything about you. And that is like a powerful mirror to you that in the inside, it begins to awaken. In the insides, you know, those aspects that were hidden, those aspects that like were just like, you know, that light and that love comes through. And guess what? It becomes the mother and the father that is just like holding it. You know, nurturing and like a cocoon, saying you're about to be reborn. And then you go through your process of integrating your shadows. You're able to look at it. You're able to hold it. And then you're reborn. Over and over and over again. And this is all happens because of your ability to love yourself unconditionally. Even in the moments that you're going through shit, literally, in those moments, think about, it's not like you're going through shit, even though it might feel like it, but you're just loving yourself even more. that part of you is just like, and then you're just gonna be like, and your heart is gonna thank you so much, and everything else will thank you so much. Then you'll feel lighter. Yes, you feel lighter. Oh, so good to hear this, Kelly, or to read this. So glad. Yes, thank you all. And it's really beautiful, you know? It's really beautiful. So again, take just a little moment. It could be like 2 minutes, you guys. It could be 2 minutes to just like look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you, great mother. Thank you, great father, for everything that you have given me, especially those really difficult moments in my life, because I'm here. Because I'm here, you know? And then, yeah, oh, you're so welcome, Renee. And see how that shifts, you know? How that shifts. And then today, with like the full moon in Aries, there's like so much like, you know, energy to get things done, but you can use this energy to dance and to celebrate too. So use that energy to have fun as well, you know? Like we tend to see Aries as like this sign that is like our fiery, gets things done and wherever. However, you can use that fire and get that aspect of getting things done to have fun. To have fun. Just have fun as well. Just have fun and just enjoy. Enjoy, 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 enjoy. Oh, so good. Do you feel this energy coming through? Oh, you're so welcome, Peter. So I feel this heart expansion. Holy smokes. Yes, dance. So you guys, I want to invite you. Next week is a celebration of the 2 years of angelic guidance. I'm so excited. I'm so grateful for this journey. So from Monday to Thursday, I'm going to have also doing live videos with some amazing sisters. They're super powerful too. We're just going to be talking about plant medicine, near-death life experience. This is how you say it in English, right? The Akasha records, channeling, the realm of the fairies. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this. So like, I haven't posted on Instagram. I will post it also in Facebook. And if you like to participate in the donation-based group sessions that I'm doing, you still have a chance to do that, which I'm doing Kundalini yoga and channeling, womb cleansing, which, you know, is called womb cleansing, but men also have a hara, by the way, which that's their womb. If you like to be part of that. Then there's also, of course, shadow work and energy work 101. So I'll be doing like a little like activation as well in that session. So one donation gives you access to the 4 of them, and then you enter into a raffle to win a free session with me of your choosing. So I'm just celebrating the entity of angelic guidance, but also celebrating us, celebrating this community. I'm really excited because again, I wouldn't be where I am in my life with all of you, you know? And so this is just a massive celebration of life and all of us and work. Yeah, I love you, sister. And so, yeah, the link is in my profile and my website. If you have questions, let me know. And I hope you tune in also to the live videos, because I mean, if you ask questions, you know, we can answer them as well. There will be one in Spanish, which is the one of the fairy realm. I might be able, if you have questions about that, I will definitely translate to my sister, and then she can tell me what it is, and I will translate it back. But most of that chat will be in Spanish. The rest are in English. Yay, amazing. Okay. Wait, hold on. There's something that wants to come through. One of those beautiful goddess power cards. Oh, I missed this one. There is this amazing sister. I call her sister, of course. I don't really know her in person, but that's what I do. I call her sister. That she channel the rune deck that I have, the Rune Odyssey deck, and then she just did this Kickstarter for the new version of it. That it's amazing, you guys. So I'm excited to receive that in December. So that is my Christmas gift for myself. So let's see which goddess wants to come through for us for today. You know, I might do like something like this also next week for the celebration. I'm still tuning in into like what is the best for all of us when I do my own live video for the celebration of angelic guidance. Well, celebration of life, let's just call it that. How are you feeling? Let me know how you're feeling at this moment in time. I hope you're doing very well and you're still feeling the light codes they're coming through. Such an amazing space to be in, you know, that space of being seen. Oh, she popped out. Well, I'm gonna say it how I will pronounce it. Rea, it might be Ria or something. Look how beautiful she is. Flow. Oh Lord. 4-4, if that means something to you with the numbers, you know. Flow. Well, for me, like the numbers represent the elements, and the double is just like, whew, like really, really working with the elements. So flow, you know. So what is really on the way of your mind, the assumption of the story in your head, that you don't have the ability to flow? So let's go back in what we were talking about life force energy just coming through, right? The loving energy. It's not like the loving energy just blocks itself because it just doesn't believe that it can continue to love, you know. It just flows. That's what it does. Well, that's what it does, you know. That's what we do. We again just have been conditioned to believe that we cannot flow. And then because there is like in the collective, you know, like a lot of human beings that don't believe in the ability and they're so stuck in their own ways, us as light workers can really feel that too, you know. But it's something that we came here to break. It's something that we came here to show, to flow, you know. So just look at it, especially, you know, it's amazing that today is a full moon. So just look at the aspects in your life where you are just too tight, when you're too tight and you're not flowing, or you feel that you should go this way or another, and you're just like, I can't do this. So like, where is that, you know? Yes, absolutely, become one with nature. And if you look at this, you know, she has like beautiful flowers and there's almost like a little current that comes through. It's the exact same thing, like, you know, nature just flows. Nature is not like, doesn't think, you know, it just feels. And it's like, yeah, you know. So what feels right for you? What feels right for you? And that is your indication of like flowing. Oh my gosh, there's so much energy coming from this card. There's an indication, you know, this is the way that I go. Yeah, that feels really good for me. Okay, yeah. So invite this card, you know. So it's spelled Rhea. It might be pronounced Ria in English, I don't know. I will call her Rhea. So invite Rhea just to like guide you today and see if you can use the energies of the full moon as your own celebration to tune in more with your flowy aspect. With the aspect that you are, you know, that is you, your true nature. Flow, 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 and flow. Just be like water. Be like water. There's like any kind of obstacles in the way, you just go around, you know where to go. Like follow your inner compass. Your inner compass. Just follow it and see, and then just relax your being to tune in more into that. Beautiful. She's so beautiful. And last thing that I was just reminded as I was like channeling this beautiful card is that I restarted because I had stopped about like the podcast, you know. So now I'm doing a weekly wisdom with Rukmani. It comes out every Wednesday. So it's already on Spotify and iTunes, the weekly wisdom for today. You can check it out in my profile and my website. And today's weekly wisdom is doing nothing. Doing nothing, which you're actually doing a lot when you're not doing anything. So check it out. The video will come today. It's actually live right now on my YouTube channel. And you can watch the video or you can listen to the Spotify or the iTunes. So every Wednesday there will be a weekly wisdom just to help you tune in more. Well, to help us, okay, because we're not separate. To help us in this amazing journey. Yes, Peter, this card was beautiful. So for those of you on Instagram that just came in, this is the card for today for the full moon. So the goddess Rhea, or Rhea in English might be said, to flow. Just flow with yourself. and use the energies of the full moon to help you with a little bit ceremony, you know, to release those stories in your head that told you that you can flow, because that's who you are. You flow. Yay. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. This class is always so fun, honestly. I love doing this and connecting and being in this space with all of you. Tomorrow and on Friday, it will be in Spanish. And if you know anybody that speaks Spanish and you know that will benefit, and of course in English, you know, like share this video, tag them. But as I am integrating my roots, which my inner child is so happy about that, as I'm integrating my roots, I'm also doing more content in Spanish, which part of that is also live videos. So just send them my way. Maybe they will resonate with me or not, and that's totally good. And if you, of course, want to celebrate with me the live celebration of angelic guidance next week, tune in into the live videos. They're posted. And if you want to do the donation base, which gives you a raffle into winning a free session of your choosing with me, you know, donate, send me a message if you have questions. And I love you, love you, love you, love you. Have a beautiful full moon day, everybody. And I'll see you later. Ciao, peace.